Hello everyone, welcome to Basic Electronics video lecture sessions. In today's session, I am continuing with the topic that is depletion MOSFET. So in today's lecture, I will explain the P-channel depletion MOSFET. So let us continue with the D MOSFET. There are two main types as of we know. See, this is the MOSFET introduction. What is the MOSFET? It is the metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor. It is another type of FET. The field effect transistor, that means one of the metal represents the metallic contacts and oxide represents the SiO2 layer. So we will have the MOSFET. It is another type of transistor. Now there are two main types of the transistor of MOSFET, D MOSFET and E MOSFET. So in today's session I am continuing with the D MOSFET and its type. Depletion type, that means normally closed switch. The transistor requires the gate source voltage VGS to switch the device off. The depletion mode MOSFET is equivalent to normally closed switch. With increase in negative gate voltage, the drain current will decrease, means it gets depleted, and it is called depletion MOSFET. Now let me discuss the types of the D MOSFET. There are two main types depending on the channel. One, that is N channel D MOSFET, and second, that is P channel D MOSFET. So according to the carriers of the channel, the type will be defined. So let us continue with the P channel D MOSFET. So we will start with the symbol. Look at this. These are the symbols of the D MOSFET. There are two main types. One, that is N channel D MOSFET, and second, that is the P channel D MOSFET, as I have discussed earlier. Now there are three main terminals: drain, gate and source, and the fourth terminal, that is the substrate source. It is also known as body terminal. So according to the terminals, we have the main four terminals of the MOSFET: source, gate, drain and body. MOSFET body is usually connected to source terminal. It is also known as substrate source. So substrate and source is shown connected together in the symbol. Now always there is a direction of current flow like arrow. Arrow is shown on the source, you can see that. So there is an arrow on the source terminal. If it is inside, then it is N channel D MOSFET. And as per the symbol, if it is outside arrow according to the circle and outside arrow on the source terminal, then it is known as P channel D MOSFET. Thus, we can identify the type of MOSFET from the symbols. So these are the symbols of D MOSFET types. So today we will study the P channel D MOSFET construction, working and its characteristic. Dear students, whenever you need to explain the type of MOSFET, then always remember, first of all we will draw the symbol. Then we will draw the construction and we will explain this construction and working in detail. Then third one, you will write down the working topic wise, point wise. And fourth, that is the characteristic, means the VI characteristic graph. So look at this, is the construction of P channel D MOSFET. Here you can see that we have the N type of substrate, and in D MOSFET always channel is present initially from the first. So you can see this is the N main substrate, that is N type material in which majority charge carriers are electrons. Then there is a P channel is already there, and another two terminal, drain and source, are existed or they are extended from the to another P-type heavily doped regions. Those are drain and source. The gate terminal is always isolated. Look at this, is the black portion that is known as ohmic contacts, or it is also known as metallic contacts. So metallic contacts, that is used for the protection of the device, right? So according to the metallic contacts, we can see there is a presence of ohmic contact at the drain terminal as well as at the source terminal through the SiO2 layer, okay, and the gate terminal is isolated. Now, the fourth terminal is the SS, that means substrate source. Okay, fine. So you can see there are four main terminals: drain, source, gate and substrate source, SS. So individually showing the gate, drain, source and SS terminal, and also put the main N type of substrate and the joining the channel, which is known as P-type channel, which is used to connect the two main regions, drain and source. So look at this. This is the final construction of the P-channel D MOSFET. Now, according to the working, what you will explain? It is very interesting. Whenever we are explaining the P-channel D MOSFET, always connect the positive battery terminal to the gate. So, we can explain the cases of the working. Case 1, 2 and 3. We will always connect the reverse bias to the gate terminal. Okay. So, let's do this working as per the construction and with respect to the cases. So, I will start with the case 1, that is case 1, in which I will apply the positive battery terminal at the gate. If there is no gate, there is no free majority charge carriers in the channel. Which are the majority charge carriers in the channel? Obviously the channel is P-type material, so the holes are the majority charge carriers. So according to this construction, in case 1, if I assume that there is no gate terminal voltage, no battery is connected, if there is a short circuit between gate and source, then we will have no free holes, majority carriers, and therefore zero current will flow. But if we will connect the positive gate battery terminal, then the hole carriers, free hole carriers will be increased. So there are 4 cases I have mentioned here. In first case, VGS is applied 0. In second case, VGS is positive. In third case, we can explain VGS is negative. Then what will be the effect on the graph? And the fourth, that is VDS, is always negative between the drain and source. You can see the VDD battery, that is minus plus. It is always fixed. Now let me explain the working in detail. Let's assume that case 2, for operation when VGS is positive. Always battery is connected between gate and source. If positive battery terminal is connected with the G, means gate terminal, then what will happen? In channel, this portion is the channel, the first portion after SiO2. In the channel portion, which are the majority charge carriers? P-type materials, means holes will be the majority charge carriers plus. So due to the plus positive gate terminal, holes will be repelled by that positive gate terminal. And similarly in the substrate, what is the main substrate? N type of substrate. And majority charge carriers in the N substrate are electrons. In N-type substrate, electrons are majority charge carriers. And in channel, we will have the P-type channel, so holes will be majority charge carriers, will be repelled by the positive gate terminal. So holes will travel away from the positive gate terminal and electrons will be attracted by the positive gate terminal. So we will have the holes and electrons will look like this, and we will get the electron hole pairs. Okay. So finally what I want to say that due to the positive battery terminal, holes will be repelled and electrons will be attracted, and due to that maximum electron hole pairs will be created. Initially when gate was 0, at that time number of holes were available into the channel and it will very free. Due to positive gate terminals, electron and holes pair will be created if gate, in the first case, if gate terminal is 0, maximum number of free holes will be available into the P channel. But when gate terminal is positive, in the case 2, then hole will be repelled by the positive gate terminal and it will recombine with the electrons, and due to that free holes will be reduced. Number of free holes will be reduced so that the current due to the majority charge carriers, which will be holes, will be reduced. So according to the case 1 to 2, what will be the effect? As in when we will increase the voltage, positive voltage, the current will be decreased at the gate terminal. And in case 3, operation when VGS is negative. If VGS is negative, then it will attract the additional holes, and this accelerated holes will knock out more holes due to collision in P-type channel. Thus, drain current will increase, and we increase negative VGS, then drain current ID will be increased. It means that the level of holes has been enhanced due to the application of negative gate voltage. Therefore, this region is known as enhancement. So it will be studied into the enhancement MOSFET. Right now we are discussing about the depletion MOSFET working. So the most important cases are case 1 and 2. Case 1, that is 0 gate voltage, maximum free majority charge carriers are available into the channel. Here the P channel, so majority charge carriers are holes. If holes are available, free holes are available, maximum current flows. And in case 2, immediately when we will connect the battery between gate and source, positive battery with the gate, then due to the repulsion of holes from the gate terminal, we will have the reduced current due to the electron hole recombination into the channel. So number of free electrons and number of majority charge carriers, that means number of majority carriers are holes due to the P channel, will be reduced. So ID will be reduced if positive VGS is applied. Okay, the third case, which will be only reference of enhancement. So according to the working cases, we can draw the graph of V versus I, the voltage versus current. Look at this, is the P channel D MOSFET characteristic. Always remember the type of D MOSFET. Always remember the MOSFET type, that is depletion type. So we are connecting here the positive VGS. Look at this, is the first graph. According to the first graph, the x-axis is the VGS, means the input voltage, and the y-axis is the current, ID, so the output current. And the second graph, that will be the VDS and versus ID. So we have the two characteristic. One is known as input characteristic and another is known as output characteristic. So let me discuss first the first graph, that is the input characteristic, the x-axis, that is the VGS. Right now we are discussing about the P channel D MOSFET, and according to the P channel D MOSFET, we are applying the plus gate voltage. So VGS is on x-axis. I have pointed out that the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus voltages. As in when I am increasing the VGS from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ID, current, was maximum when VGS is equal to 0. ID is maximum at VGS is equal to 0 because maximum free holes are available into the P channel, and when VGS is positive, ID is going to be decreased due to the number of count of free holes, majority carriers will be reduced into the channel. So this is the relationship between VGS versus ID. As VGS increases positively, ID reduces. Similarly, the same graph can be explained using the output characteristic, that means output voltage versus output current. But at that time we will consider always the input voltage VGS, that is constant. Let's discuss the first case, that is the VGS is equal to 0 for the output characteristic. If the gate voltage is 0, that means maximum number of free holes are available into the channel, and there is no electron hole pair combination due to the biasing. There is no biasing, VGS is equal to 0, and therefore maximum current flows. So this is the graph of VGS is equal to 0. If VGS is increased positively for the case 2, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, then electron hole pairs will be created due to the positive VGS, and so that free carriers will be reduced, and therefore the level of current will be reduced. So the lower graph shows that current is going to be decreased. And if I am thinking or I am discussing about the enhancement case, then third case, that is the VGS will be assumed to be negative. If let's take only the one example, VGS equal to -1, then ID will be increased. So dear students, the P-channel DMOSFET characteristic, always remember the symbol and construction first, then apply the input voltage, that is VGS. For P-channel, we will consider the main two cases. Case 1, VGS is equal to 0, and case 2, VGS is equal to positive voltage 0, 1, 2, 3. And then what will be the effect on current? It will be shown by the characteristic like this, using these two graphs, input characteristic and output characteristic. So finally, these are the characteristic of the P-channel DMOSFET. Thank you very much. If you have any doubt or query, you can contact me on my email address. You can ask anytime. Again, that's all about today's session. Thank you.